Hi, this is John. Now, John, being a human, is made of cells. Anywhere between 10 and 50 trillion cells with DNA inside. If you zoom in on one of those cells and then continue to zoom in on the nucleus, you'll see that that nucleus contains DNA. Now, DNA, as you know, stands for deoxyribonucleic acid, which you don't need to know. Now, everybody's cells contain a strand of DNA, and that strand of DNA is anywhere between 1.8 meters and 2 meters long, and it contains 3 billion base pairs. Now, base pairs come in 4 letters. There's A, there's T, there's G, and there's C. They stand for adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. Now, you may think that these letters are randomly assorted, but you'd be wrong. This code is actually what makes you who you are and what you are. Your eye color is determined by this code of A's, T's, G's, and C's. Because from this DNA, everything about you is made. And we're going to go through that in this next unit. Okay. Once again, these base pairs are called cytosine, guanine, adenine, and thymine. You absolutely do not have to know the structures of these. However, over here on the very far left, you can see that DNA, again, deoxyribonucleic acid, the structure of DNA looks like a twisted ladder or a spiral staircase. And this is known as a double helix. Okay. Each strand of that double helix is attached by these hydrogen bonds. Between cytosine and guanine, there are 3 hydrogen bonds. And between adenine and thymine, there are only 2. In the process of a cell dividing, DNA has to be replicated or copied. The process of DNA replication is pretty straightforward, where DNA is unwound or unzipped right here by an enzyme called helicase. And then each half of that DNA is then copied again. And what we end up with, we started with 1 DNA strand, and now we have 2 identical copies of the DNA. And that's called DNA replication. DNA replication. And the reason for DNA replication is so that cells can divide. And so you'll see here, this is called mitosis. Now, mitosis is cell division. And in cell division, please notice that the DNA is copied. That's probably the most important step of cell division, is that the DNA is copied, and then you end up with 2 identical copies to what we started with. Okay? And they're called daughter cells.